Hello friends, welcome back on ssbrocks and thanks for subscribing us. If you're not yet subscribed, so please subscribe. As we promised, today we are starting Lecturette series and very soon we will cover group planning exercise and SSB interview also. Friends, Lecturette is one of the tests conducted by Group Testing Officer. In this test, all candidates will be sitting in semicircle according to chest numbers. A few cards will be kept on table. Group testing officer will brief about the conduct of the test and the first candidate of the group will pick up any one of the card. In the card there will be 4 or 5 topics given for delivering lecturate. Candidate can choose any one of the given topic but can't change the card. Thereafter, 3-minute time will be given to the candidate to prepare for the lecture. First candidate will come and start delivering the lecture. During this time, second candidate will go and pick up one card. Second candidate will also have 3 minutes to prepare for lecturate. As soon as 3 minutes finishes by the first candidate, second candidate will come and deliver a lecture in front of all candidates. And all this process goes like this till last member finishes his lecturate. Friends, a lecturate spans around just 3 minutes. So to secure high marks during a 3-minute test is very tough if taken lightly. Not only marks does not matter, but also overall impression of a candidate depends upon the lecturate. There are few tips for you to prepare for lecturate on the screen. Friends, you can also ask your queries on a Google Plus and Twitter account as details shown on the screen. Your comments and views are most welcome. We will try our level best to resolve your doubts. So friends, be ready. Today's topic is National River Interlink Project. Friends, as you are aware, India's population is growing at an exponential rate and all the natural resources including water are being consumed at a much faster rate than it is getting replenished through natural ways. The scarcity of water is at the heart of many an interstate and international conflict, and at the same time, excess of rainfall during the monsoon season brings about havoc, causing huge loss of life and public property. Hence, there is an urgent need to judicially harness the water resources so as to prevent its wastage, dispel flood fury, and increase irrigable land to ensure food security. Towards this end, the National River Interlink Project envisaged to create a national water grid in the form of network by interlinking rivers in a well-conceived plan. Historical aspects. The desirability of interlinking river was first visualized by the British engineer Sir Arthur Cotton, who designed the provision for linking Godavari and Krishna rivers. The idea was to speed up movement of import and export from the British colonies in South Asia and also to cater to water deficiency in southern eastern India, now the state of Andhra Pradesh. The proposal to interlink river got an impetus in 1970s when Mr. K. L. Rao was the irrigation minister, taking a cue from the several already successful projects of interbasin transfer of river water. He proposed that the Brahmaputra and Ganga basins, which are water surplus and result in floods during the monsoon season nearly every year, could divert water to central and south India, which is water deficient. Thus the proposal of National Water Grid took birth. The Water Resources Ministry in the early 1980s submitted a report called the National Perspective for Water Resources Development. The report suggested that the overall water development project be categorized into 2 subparts, namely the Himalayan rivers interlink components and the peninsular rivers interlink components. Later in 2005, the intra-state river linking component was also added in order to carry out a detailed feasibility study by experts in respect of surveys, in identification and alignment of canals, interlinking of peninsular rivers, etc. A committee called the National Water Development Agency (NWDA) was set up in 1982. Though the NWDA has produced a number of reports right from its inspection. Nothing concentrate has happened on the ground. Need for creation of the national water grid. There are primarily two major reasons that warrant water resources management in India. The first one is India receives 85% of its precipitations during a limited monsoon season in the Himalayan catchments of the Ganges-Brahmaputra-Meghna basin. The catchment areas are unable to retain adequate water to cater for the explicit demand of water during the dry period 9 to 10 months. Hence, it emerges that this excess scarcity, regional disparity, and flood drought cycle have created a very genuine need for water resources management, and the most appropriate way to address the issue is to implement the proposal of interlinking river and creating a national water grid. Second reason is certain areas receive excessive rains as compared to others, resulting in floods and famine conditions during the same period. That is, the northeastern region of the country receives a heavy precipitation in comparison with the northwestern, western, and southern parts. Friends, as you know, every project has its advantages and disadvantages. In this case, the disadvantages of interlinking of river are first one in disturbing the ecology by man-made action by resulting in certain unforeseen conditions. Example, aquatic ecosystem could migrate from one river to another, which in turn may affect the livelihoods of the people who rely on fisheries as their income. Second is the creation of large dam interbasin transfer and water withdrawal from rivers is likely to have negative as well as positive impact on freshwater aquatic ecosystem. Disadvantage is the creation of water storage facilities like water barrage, dams and reservoirs will result in the displacement of the people from those areas. Proper rehabilitation of the displaced person has always remained an area of concern. Fourth disadvantage is in some cases neighboring countries will also get affected by our interlinking project, and in the absence of any legal international framework, the proposal may have international ramifications. Fifth one is disturbing the ecosystem may have adverse environmental effects like on aqualife, deforestation, and submerging of areas. Friends, let's discuss advantages of interlinking of river. India receives about 4,000 billion cubic meter of rain annually, or about 1 million gallons of fresh water per person every year. However, the growing demand for irrigation, drinking, and industrial water creates a demand-supply gap. Interlinking of river will ensure water is evenly and judicially distributed across the country to reduce the demand-supply gap. Second advantage of interlinking of rivers will be that an additional generation of hydropower to supplement our energy need and reduce reliance on conventional form of energy that increase our carbon imprint. One of the interlinking of river will enhance the amount of water that we can store for consumption and irrigation purposes. Presently, we are capable of storing only up to 30 days of requirement of the complete population in basin and lakes as compared to 900 days that comes of the other more advanced countries can store in their reservoirs. Fourth advantage is presently we rely heavily on groundwater and nearly 15% of the crop production uses this source which is rapidly depleting. Interlinking of rivers will help to reduce the strain on the usage of the groundwater. Fifth advantage is every year the condition of flood and famine bring about avoidable catastrophe in various parts of the country resulting in loss of life and property, suicide by farmers and the resultant strain on the state exchequer for relief and rescue operation. Interlinking of river will be able to divert excessive water to drought-hit areas and mitigate the the looses and the both ends. Friends, let's discuss about intrastate interlinking of rivers. The National Water Development Agency (NWDA) in 2005 adopted the proposal of conducting a feasibility study of interlinking of rivers within the state in respect of 37 recommended projects. The state's government of Bihar proposed 6 interlinking projects, Maharashtra 20 projects, Gujarat 1 project, Orissa 3 projects, Rajasthan 2 projects, Jharkhand 3 projects, and Tamil Nadu proposed 1 interlinking proposal between rivers inside their respective territories. Since 2005, NWDA completed feasibility studies on the project found 1 project infeasible, 20 projects as feasible, 1 project was withdrawn by Government of Maharashtra and others are still under study. Friends, the latest development on the issue is the water from Godavari river has been lifted to flow and link with Krishna river at Krishna district nearly 174 kilometers away to supply water to the parched Rayalaseema region of Andhra Pradesh. The farmers of the Krishna Delta, mainly in Krishna and Guntur district, have been facing an acute shortage of water due to increased height of the Almaty project, hydroelectric project on Krishna River in North Karnataka, completed in July 2005. The interlinking of Godavari and Krishna will serve as a great boon for the farmer in the region which was once referred to as the rice bowl of the country. Interlinking of rivers was one of the election manifestos of the present government and the finance minister, and allocated rupees 100 crores for conducting the feasibility study in their first budgetary allocation. So far a detailed project report has been prepared only for Ken-Betwa project. Approximately 8,650 hectares of the forest land in Madhya Pradesh is likely to be submerged for the project, and a portion of that forest land is a part of the Panna National Park. The Ken-Betwa link project includes a dam and a 221 kilometers canal. Work has already commenced on the Daman-Ganga Pinjal link to boost water supplies for Mumbai and surrounding industrial areas. Friends, watch this video again to prepare your lecturate topic. At present, scenario audiobook has become a very popular alternative to the traditional reading. It is also a very effective way of stimulating your brain. The language processing part of your brain is activated whenever you listen. It also allows your brain to learn from the experiencing being talked about. Listening lecturate topic is actually good exercise for the brain and learning too. For more practice, subscribe SSB Rocks. For daily details, like, share and recommend SSB Rocks to your friends also for better preparation. You can also follow us on our Google Plus and Twitter account as details shown on the screen. Best of luck, SSB Rocks!